we will follow it up with Simon. I do have a couple of questions from back home, so I'll go through those before I open up to the floor. So first up, KG, just tell us about the knock. Everyone else was taking their time, and you just went for it. How was that possible yesterday?
Yeah, I think that the general chat was, if you're gonna die, then rather do it on the front foot rather than doing it wandering. So that was the mindset, and it paid off. So with regards to that as well, I think it was about understanding really how you were going to score the runs from the different bowlers, and then just keep that pattern, in rotation, and see what they were going to do in response.
Now, what shot was better, the cover drive in the T20 World Cup against West Indies, or the locked-in straight drive for 6 against Shaheen yesterday, and why?
Yeah, Shaheen's a fantastic bowler. He cleaned my stumps up in the previous game, so I'll have to say that one. Also because we didn't quite go all the way in the World Cup. Otherwise, I would have said that one.
Now, tell us why you pointed at the dugout at the change room when you reached 30.
Myself and David Bedingham have a thing where he says to me, if I score 30 runs, he'll give me a bat, because we're sponsored by the same batting company, which is Gray Nichols. So he said to me he thought his money was safe after the way I batted in the first test. So that was just one way to get the up on him. So we have a thing, and it's a kind of like a reward system. So we've decided that moving forward, he has to have his own reward system to be put in place.
Great. One last one before I open up to the floor. Having played Test cricket for a decade already, just how much does it mean to you to have won your first Test on the subcontinent outside of Bangladesh, especially due to your significant contribution with the bat?
Yeah, playing in the subcontinent is really difficult. Whenever you have a subcontinent tour, everyone's minds just start asking a ton of questions. Playing the spin, because we know that the subcontinent teams are going to make the pitches turn. Because we haven't grown up in these types of conditions. The fast bowlers as well. We used to bowling on bouncy wickets that seam, and wrapping your head around how you're going to get wickets or slow the game down in these types of conditions. And mainly the batters understanding how they're going to defend, how they're going to attack the spin, and do that for a long period of time. So those are the types of questions that get asked, and obviously as well the toss. The toss is so important in the subcontinent. Winning the toss is ideal, and putting the opposition into bowl. And when you're on the back end of that, how do you respond to that? So tons of questions whenever there's a subcontinent tour. It is quite tricky, so it's nice to win against Pakistan in Pakistan, so that will give us some confidence.
Kagiso, I just wondered, how does your role change when you're operating almost like the sole fast bowler as you were for 3 of the 4 innings? Is it a different kind of length you try and hit, or is it just a mentality thing?
Yeah, I think you'd be hitting different lengths and bowling different lines, because there isn't as much bounce in the channel. So when you're bowling with a new ball, that's probably the best time. If the pitch is on the slower side and not really skidding through, then the nicks don't get into play as much, because the ball reacts a bit slower off the surface, and there's not as much bounce. So the batsmen have time to check their stroke, and they can play more freely outside that off stump in the channel. So back home, that would be regarded as the danger ball, whereas here it's not really. It's the straighter balls, bowling straighter lines, getting the stumps into play. And with the slowness of the pitch, it's actually playing a holding role is important, because the batsman can't necessarily play freely with the traps that you set with the catching covers, catching mid wickets. There's always a chance of hitting the ball aerially there. So when you do get the ball, it's about slowing it down, and if the batters want to attack you, then it gives you a chance of getting wickets in that fashion.
Congratulations, KG. Mohammad Azaz from Pak Passion. Prior to the series, you said that playing in Pakistan, test series in Pakistan should be a lot of fun. And yesterday we saw that you had a little moment with the crowd as well. So how would you rate this whole tour, and where would you rate this victory?
Yeah, this tour was very difficult, and I thought we've played on pretty good test wickets, especially this one. I mean, it got to day 4. You would think that the subcontinent, on turning wickets, ball turning square, you think it'll be over in 3 days. So the slowness of the pitch, as the ball got older, allowed batsmen to really get in. So I thought it was a pretty good test wicket, which did favour the spin. And sorry, what was your follow-up question?
Where would you rate this victory and the crowd? You had a little moment with the crowd, and where would you rate this victory?
Yeah, this victory definitely one of the highest in my career. Winning a test match outside of Bangladesh in the subcontinent, I think that's pretty awesome. So it definitely gives the guys a lot of confidence, also regarding the fact that it's a pretty young team, and a young team that's wants to go out and do the dirty work. And yeah, the subcontinent crowds are always very cheerful, so I thought it was nice to get them engaged in on the game, create a bit of atmosphere, especially when we had them under pressure.
This is Farooq Malik. We have seen a quality and attacking cricket from last 24 hours. 1 down, 333 on the board, 238 out, and then the change of the game. This is the preparation of the white ball game upcoming?
I don't know. I think I don't know if it was preparation for white ball stuff, but like I said, we wanted to be aggressive in the way that we played, because if you just sit around waiting for a bad ball, you're probably going to get a good ball that gets you out. So it was important that the batting unit could establish the shots that they wanted to play to put the opposition under pressure, and they start putting fielders back, and then you can start rotating the strike. So that's important. Otherwise, if you just sit there waiting for a bad ball, the Pakistani spinners are not necessarily just going to do that. So credit to the way that we've played.
We're going to take 3 questions in the interest of time, so we go 1, 2, 3.
Rabada, last time you have played here in Rawalpindi, it was a sporting pitch, and at the one moment South Africa was dominated until the wickets from the Hassan Ali with the second new ball. This time you are victorious. So which strip you like the most, last time in the 2021 here in Rawalpindi, or this one with the victory?
That's pretty obvious. Obviously this one.
I just wanted to say that as a bowler, fast bowler, which strip you like the most as a bowler?
As a bowler, I definitely have to say this one, sir, because no one is bigger than the team. So if you're a fast bowler and nothing's happening for you, it's about keeping the game quiet, or finding a wicket here and there, and applying pressure by slowing the rate down, or running in and giving it your all, so that the batsman can feel you, and then that ends up creating wickets for the spinners, and taking less pressure, taking pressure off of them to do their job much better. It doesn't help if we are leaking everywhere and not necessarily bowling correctly. So bowling what we intend to bowl. So I think that this trip for me was pretty special. Not many rewards came my way, but I was more than happy to do the job that I did, and I think I'm satisfied.
Thank you. This is Asghar Ali Mubarak, Daily Mail, Islamabad. How you described your victory, is the credit goes to batter or Maharaj spinner or entire your team?
Well, I think we have quality spinners. You look at Keshav, he's one of the best spinners in the world. And Simon Harmer, he's been playing for many years. And he's done a great job at home when he was playing domestically. And he was, picking up wickets regularly when he was playing over in England at Essex. So he's an experienced campaigner. He's got a lot of drive. He's got, he's just very tenacious and he's extremely skilled. So we came here with good spinners. Same with Sen. Sen, he's coming up. He's a trooper. He's been someone who's, earned his spot the hard way. Same as Subrian. So everyone has chipped in. We didn't come here with mediocre spinners. I thought we came here with brilliant spinners, and you saw the way that they performed. That was really, really a massive tick. That was unbelievable. And the batters as well. Rickleton stepped up. He came into this test series under pressure. Stubbs came into this test series under pressure, played a crucial knock. Tony came into this series under pressure, coming to the subcontinent under pressure. You have to be doing a lot of things right to get results like that. So guys stood up, and the lower order as well stood up. But yeah, that's just my wrap of it. So it was a collective effort. The batters chipped in, but I think the bowlers won us the series.
This is Moisha from the news. Your batting prowess apart, I hope you will remember this inning for a longer period of time. But do you think that wicket here as something for the fast bowlers? Because you kept on beating the batsmen time and again.
Yeah, it was just one of those. Sometimes you'll not bowl half as good and pick up wickets. I thought I tried, to the best of my ability to get wickets. Tried my best with all the planning that we did, understanding of conditions, bowling with different balls, the new ball, slightly older ball, the reverse swing ball. I tried my best. Unfortunately, the wickets didn't come my way, but it doesn't matter because we won in the end. Yeah.
Great. Please hold on to signing.
All right.
Hello.